Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful, intelligent and special Cancerians, and it's for February 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Cancerians, and it's for February 2019. We are starting with the number 3 this month. It is all about your success, it is all about your practical knowledge, it is all about a new direction which is about to start revealing itself to you. There are 3 things that are going to be very significant this month, that are going to be playing on your mind, that are going to start making sense more and more as the time goes back. As the time goes back. But the thing is that these 3 things that are going to become very significant are going to be very much so making sense to you in February. And by the time we get to the end of February, you are going to have the whole new, like a kind of a picture, the picture that wasn't even there, but this picture has got a lot to do with the new elements, adding new elements into your life. This is a very important month to add new elements into your life. Whatever you do, just try to kind of spice things up, whether it's from love, whether it's from emotions, whether it's from the relationship, to do with the relationships, whether it's to do with like a work and a business. However, number 3 means that in general you're actually going to have a really good month when it comes to you actually making a really big decision. Let's say like a really big decision that is just going to become very fruitful later on. And also number 3 is just going to bring you the really beautiful sense of achievement, really beautiful sense of direction that is going to become available to you at the same time, but also the optimism, a rather optimistic month when it comes to you, my gorgeous Cancerians, okay? The energy levels when it comes to the actual health are actually going to be like a really good. So you are going to find yourself like this month like doing things that you wouldn't normally do. Maybe you're going to find things that you're going to just like kind of get hold on those things that were just kind of stale in your life and just deal with things, you see. But so energy levels are going to be good and you are going to find yourself achieving quite a lot. But when it comes to the actual health, the cholesterol is just going to be something that is going to be rather sensitive area when it comes to you and when it comes to this month. So you need to like kind of make sure that you're eating the right food. You're gonna need to make sure like that you're eating as healthy as you can, as you possibly can. Like try to avoid salt, try to avoid too much sugar, try to have like a natural sugar instead of like having like a chemically designed sugar. Like basically stevia is quite good. Stevia is quite a good natural form of sugar, but also on another hand like maybe honey. But if you are able to take honey, you can take like a honey instead. But also on another hand, what else is good? Just try to avoid food that is affecting your cholesterol levels, okay? And try to stick to garlic. Garlic is absolutely amazing. Try to eat 1 little clove of garlic throughout the month. I know it can have a strong smell sometimes, but this is going to be this is actually really good for cholesterols. And like a fish oils, you see, are also quite good for cholesterol levels, and flaxseed oils are also good for the cholesterol levels. But also if you are on any other medications, I always have to mention that you need to check with your doctor with your GP. So if you are on any other medications, you must check with your doctor or with your GP whether this is going to interact with your existing medications or not, because only your doctor or only your GP can tell you this, okay? So now basically going on the first day this month, now starting with the very 1st of February 2019, the very first day of February is just going to be like it's going to leave a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouth, because you're going to come across some situation, and that situation that you're going to come across is going to come from this certain person, and that certain person that is going to create this situation is just going to be a lot about narrow-mindedness. So you will want to, something is going to pop up, something is going to come to the surface that you requested some time back, something that you were focusing on a while back, and now this is going to come back, and you wanted one outcome to be in a certain way, but this person is just going to be like a rather narrow-minded when it comes to this actual outcome, and this narrow-mindedness is just kind of going to make you realize something really negative about this person, and then you're just going to decide to step back, and you're going to realize something a little bit malicious when it comes to this particular person, and a little bit somebody who is like a little bit of deceit here, so I just need you to be like a little bit careful. And also it is going to require a certain bravery to deal with this situation from you. It is going to require a certain bravery to deal with this particular person, and you are actually going to find it really interesting when it comes to you, and you are going to find this quite interesting when it comes to your own capacity, because you're going to realize a certain strength about yourself. You're going to need to change your plans a little bit here. This is nothing bad, this is nothing negative, but it's just through the certain situation, through this person, you will realize how narrow-minded they are, and we are not all the same. You know, everybody's different, everybody's having a different spiritual journey in a certain way, and it all depends on our karma and on our past life, of course. But this is someone really narrow-minded. So basically the bottom line is that the certain progress is just going to stop here for a little while, and then it's going to have the continuation later on, okay? And it's meant to be like this because it's going to happen when the balance is right, and it's going to happen at the right time. The bottom line is you are going to find yourself quite brave, and you are going to find yourself with a certain option that you're going to go for that you wouldn't normally go for, and that is going to please yourself quite nicely indeed. When it comes to like deciding things, and when it comes to dealing with deep things in life, like dealing with emotions and dealing with sometimes maybe a little bit of disappointment, and then sometimes, you know, maybe we are like too emotional in a certain ways, and this is going to be quite significant when it comes to you, when it comes to the whole March of my lord, the whole month of February 2019. I highly recommend you to wear like a turquoise crystal. Look at how beautiful this is. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description. And if you would like to buy this from my store and support my work, you're more than welcome. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and it's absolutely brilliant because it helps you like quite a lot with the balance. It helps you with a lot with the balance of energies, and it helps you a lot, like especially if you need to decide certain things and then you're maybe a little bit nervous and you don't know what the right things are to say. It helps with the flow of conversation with energy quite a lot. So this is something that I highly recommend you to wear. The second day that is going to be really significant, my beautiful Cancerians, is actually going to be 17th of February. Now the 17th of February is somebody who you think is really sympathetic, a certain person in your life, certain person who you could look up to. This is an older female person, very smart, very intelligent, very clever, very sympathetic. She's going to give you a really good advice, and that good advice is just going to be connected to the certain start that wasn't real, certain start that was maybe didn't happen how it was meant to happen, and it's just caused lots of cloudiness. So you will not know kind of what to do and where to turn, and this person is going to give you an advice. Also, on another hand, it may not even be an advice that she's going to give you on this particular day. Maybe she will give you this like the day before or day later, or a couple of days before, but it is going to be very much so significant on this, not day later. Maybe it was like a day before, a couple of days before, or even week before, or maybe you just watched this person somewhere and then you worked something out, and this is just going to pop something back into your head. However, this advice is going to be rather significant on the 17th of February 2019, which is really good because it's just going to, on one hand, it's going to make you feel, oh yeah, whatever, but then you're just going to find yourself cancelling certain plans. But this is not going to be a bad thing. It's going to be quite good, and it is most certainly going to be the step in the right direction. Okay, now the third date that I would want you to like pay attention to is like a 21st of February. Oh my god. Now the 21st of February, you've got a little devil over there. So protect yourself with the dark stones, protect yourself with the dark crystals, or even amethyst. You see, I've got an amethyst here, which is absolutely brilliant. Look at this beauty. Amethyst crystal, this is one of my most beautiful pieces as well. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And this amethyst is absolutely gorgeous and very much so essential to protect our energy, like to be very gentle on one side, on one hand, but then again to be like really super powerful when it comes to protecting us, protecting our energy, especially when we are like surrounded by the devils and like negative people and things like that. Of course they're there, of course they exist, and that's why sometimes they can just suck up a little bit too much of our energy, and we don't want this devil to suck up too much of our energy because it can affect us in so many different ways, and it all depends on our own personal energy indeed. So that's why I'm saying that the amethyst is really good. On one hand, it just keeps you very psychic, keeps you very smart, keeps keeps you very clever and keeps your third psychic eye very much so like very being enhanced, and it's very grounding and very protective, you see, but it's not like like heavy or anything like that. And on another hand, it protects you, you know, from a people like this without kind of causing too much problems, you see. So I highly recommend to get an amethyst pendant as well. Okay, and there is going to be, so basically what is going to happen, it is going to be just like a certain person, you've got a few warnings this month, but don't get me wrong, you know, I'm just trying to kind of, it is a warning, it is a negative situation, but it's followed by a really rather nice development, rather nice unfoldment, and because this is all about like dealing with things that have been there for a while, and now it seems like they're just going to pop out this month quite significantly and quite nicely actually. And what else I was going to say, and this is just going to be like a little bit of a stranger experience that you are going to have, and this strangest experience that you are going to have is just going to basically bring you down a little bit, and it's going to make you kind of look at the things from a slightly different perspective, but this is going to be slightly lower perspective, but then again this is going to be quite good, you know, quite good, because it's just going to kind of get your attention where your attention needs to go. It's going to get your attention where your attention needs to flow. It's going to get your attention where there needs to be like a light shine on certain areas of your life that is actually preventing you to move on. So this is going to be an important moment, an important realization that is going to be connected to somebody else, and this is going to be good because now this is going to actually, believe me or not, result in love, and also love in between you and somebody else. You're going to realize something, how much someone else means to you, how much certain people means to you. So this is going to be really just a part of the big picture. And on the other hand, there is a certain friend, certain person that is coming back into your life. That certain person that is going to come back into your life. It's not a lover or something like that, but it's the friend. It's the person who meant to you quite a lot at the time, and now this person is just going to come back into your life, and this is also going to be absolutely perfect time, absolutely brilliant time indeed. What else I was going to say, my beautiful Cancerians, the 21st of February, it's also going to be an apprenticeship. It's going to be very significant on these days. So whatever you do, whether you work for yourself, whether you work for somebody else, or whether you are like looking for a job, you know, this is the 21st of February. It's going to be very significant because something else is going to come through. Something else is going to come forward. It's going to take your energy. It's going to take your energy quite a lot, and you're going to like this because you're going to find yourself being committed to the certain task, and that's really good. And this is only going to be the start. This is only going to be the beginning. So this is brilliant. Now, my beautiful baby is going to, and I'm going to start with the first part of February, the first week of February 2019. You see, the first week of February, I said it's just going to, first I said on the first, you're going to have like a situation where you're going to deal with somebody who was narrow-minded with certain things in your life. But then again, that straight away, it's going to be followed the second day. It's also what is going to be very significant. It's all going to be about your own personal strength. It's all going to be about the power, about the release, and about you feeling really creative. So this is going to be the time of creativity. And also when you're going to realize that there's a big wish that it's going to come through. Something is just about to unfold in a really beautiful way, and you want it to happen. You wanted for this to happen in a long time. This is connected to money. This is connected to some kind of inheritance, and this is connected to some kind of a reward that you are going to have. And that's exactly, there's going to be an element of a really nice, rather cool surprise that you're actually going to have this, that is actually going to be connected to this. And this cool surprise that is actually going to be connected to this, it's also going to require from you to act or react in a certain way. And that reaction in a certain way that you are going to have, it's going to be your own key. It's going to be your own turning point. This is going to be a very important time for you, my beautiful Cancerians. Like throughout the whole year 2019, February is just going to be literally life-changing. I'm not saying that your life is going to change literally in February, but this is just going to be the beginning, and you will see exactly what I mean, because this is going to be a new turning point, my beautiful babies. And that in itself is going to also have a really wonderful recognition. You will find yourself with your own achievements and the success. You're going to like it, and that in itself is going to bring the whole new balance and synchronicity with you and the people in your life that you may have lost a certain synchronicity with, and that affected other things in your life. Okay, now my beautiful babies, going on the second part of February 2019, it is all going to be about social relationships. It is all going to be about the people in your life. You're going to feel very close with the people in your life, and that's really good. But you're also going to have a reason for the celebration. This is going to be so good, and it's all to do with your own mental clarity, with your own state of mind, with your own victory, and with you becoming even more assertive and even more certain about a certain stage and certain changes in your life that happened lately that you weren't too certain about, and now this is all going to start making sense. It is all about your own personal stamina, which is going to, in a way, just sometimes you're going to feel, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to doing the right thing? But it's just this power, this force, this energy that you're going to have. It's going to be amazing. Even if you feel like completely powerless, even if you feel like really low, even if you feel like really bad, you just need to go for it. And this flow of energy is just going to take you places. You just need to make that first step. Just remember, you just need to make that first step. You just need to make that first step, first move. You will see, okay? A little step, better than no step. Okay, now go for it. Now basically this is all going to resolve with you like it's kind of feeling your really nice swift change, and also it's a lot to do with your practicality and security, and you're going to find yourself in a situation where you will really kind of want to do something really big and really special for yourself here, which is really good, which is just a perfect time of reward. Do something really nice, plant something, plant a nice beautiful plant, plant some kind of tree, do something really beautiful that is actually also at the same time connected with the nature. Do something really good for the nature as well at the same time. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy that we'll deal with, and it gets back to us in so many different ways. Now the third part of February 2019 is just also going to be like a basically very important to you, because this is going to be very personal to you, and this is going to be the time when you're going to take care of your like a diet. You will be thinking about your things that you need to do and the things that you need to change, but there is also going to something like a certain stage of your life that you wanted to change, where you wanted to feel that you want to be a free, bit more freedom. It's fine, it's going to happen, but it's not the right time. It's not going to happen in February. You see, it's a little bit of a wishful thinking that you're going to have, but that wishful thinking is going to be brilliant, because that in itself it's going to become the new determination. Okay, so there is going to be like a little bit of clouding here, but that's fine. A person of authority is also going to come through. It is going to be very good news for somebody who's in authority to you at the end of February 2019. Whatever you're waiting, you know, if you're not working and you're retired, there's a person of an authority that is going to come through and give you a really wonderful, fantastic news. If you're working, then this is going to be boss or a manager, somebody of an authority. However, the bottom line is that somebody of an authority is going to come through, is going to come forward, is going to recognize your determination, is going to recognize you, and it's also going to offer something for you. And there's a new prospect, new direction. It's going to happen at the end of February 2019, and this is going to be brilliant, because it is going to have a really wonderful spiritual effect on you, and you will want to know more, you will want to find out more, you will want to connect more, even more. And also because it is going to be rather challenging situation, you know, it's going to be brilliant, because there is a challenge that you're going to have. You will not know what to do, and just remember what I say, just go for it. You are on the wings of love. You will be absolutely fine, Cancerians. Go for it. You have a power, okay? And you are going to be part of the competition. So I see the challenging situation, but then I'm seeing you being a part of competition, which is going to be really good, and the outcome is actually going to be absolutely fantastic. So I think you should just absolutely go for it. Now, let me just shuffle your cards. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to February, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationship. La 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 la. Okay, so this is for Cancerians, and it's for February 2019. For those of you that are in relationship. Oh. Okay, for those of you that are in a relationship, this is what I can say to you. You see, there is a very important journey. It's going to be very significant this month, okay? There is a trip or journey that is going to be very powerful and significant this month. And it's just going to make sense when it comes to you and your partner. It is the trip or journey that you recently took, or you are just at it now, or you're about to take. However, this trip or journey is going to be very significant because there is a certain idea that was born, certain realization that you want to do, but I need you to be a little bit careful, and I need you to not to rush. No, baby, no. Do not rush into any decisions that were connected like recently with some kind of trip or journey. The answer, if there is a yes or no, would be yes indeed, but I would just kind of take it easy, because this is going to be the months like when it comes to the actual launching any new projects that could be actually based on this at around this time. If your partner does it first, then it's just not going to be the greatest month for that when it comes to your partner, if it's coming from your partner, okay? So your partner is just going to be a little bit careful when it comes to their own personal project, because there's a lot going to start coming from them, the new realization, and it's all about the hope, faith and inspiration. There's a whole new bright prospects that your partner is going to have, okay? But it is just not going to be the right time to do it this month. Do you understand what I mean? So wait for March, for example, but February is just not going to be the right time to start doing it. It's going to be brilliant, okay? And there is also going to be an important omen that your partner is going to have this week, this month, okay? An important omen, and that omen is going to happen next to the water, close to the water, or in the water. Just watch for it. Okay, and now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, or maybe not ready to mingle, you know. So it's Cancerians for February 2019, those of you that are single. Ooh, oh gosh, okay. Oh dear. Okay, so this is it now. You need to be careful. Like, when it comes to meeting the love of your life, I don't think it's going to happen. When it comes to meeting someone really beautiful and romantic, I don't think it's going to happen. Who cares? Because February doesn't last forever. It only lasts for 28 days, you see. So it just doesn't last forever. So it's absolutely fine. Okay, so, but there is going to be some horrible person that is just going to manifest themselves around you. I'm sorry, but you have got a little bit of yin-yang going on, but you are not going to end up with this horrible person, but you are going to have a choice to end up with this horrible person. It's just somebody really harsh, somebody with a really dark energy, not when it comes to their appearance, but when it comes to their energy in general. Somebody not that good is just going to become the part of the scenario, and you're going to start feeling like a very attracted to this person, and you're going to like this person. You're going to find quite a few things very interesting about this person, and this is what is going to kind of turn you on. But I need you to like kind of warn you that you're also at the same time going to feel like there's a little bit of danger when it comes to that person. That's absolutely correct. This person is not a nice person, not a very good person, and this person is scrutinizing people quite a lot. This is not somebody who is actually going to be the right match or a good match for you, but you are kind of going to learn something really interesting through this person. And actually, when it comes to this month, when it comes to the actual relationships, I can see that you know, money, finances and the financial situation is going to be quite very important. And the new stage in your life, the new option in your life, you're just going to start feeling very drawn towards indeed. And this is going to be something that is just going to take your attention. But at the same time, you'll be focusing like on a new like adventures, like when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to your life in general, that's just going to start feeling seem like an adventure. But at the same time, this is when this person is going to kind of like pop up, you know, at the same time. But there is the realization that you're going to have, and that is just going to be something that is going to be quite good for you, because out of this situation something good is actually going to come. Okay, something good you're actually going to realize, and it's a lot about you and your materialistic gain as well, and things like that. And and the bottom line is, so no, this person is not going to be somebody who you are actually going to end up with, but you are going to realize something really important about yourself, your life, you, that person, and it's all kind of connected to the money, finances, and things like that. So you are going to learn something through this person, learn something about yourself and about your situation, but it's not somebody who you're going to end up with, and if you would, it wouldn't really be the right choice. As I said, February doesn't seem like the month when you're going to find someone really special, but the March is just, of course, going to be completely different. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all to bits, okay? And I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Mwah. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.